Hey, what's up guys? So this is part 2 of this series of videos detailing the building of my Tokyo Station-like layout. Check out the previous two videos if you haven't watched them yet. So in part 1, I detailed how I put together the base for my layout. I laid down all the tracks and ran all the electrical cables. Now it's time to connect everything together. For my layout, I'm using all DGK's components. It's a brand from the Netherlands. I highly recommend it. It works very well, it's not expensive, all the devices are made in the Netherlands and their support is great. You can find the link of the devices I'll mention down below in the video description. My command station is a DR5000. It has every connection you can imagine. It's very easy to set up if you follow the manual. You can control it from your computer via either USB or an Ethernet cable. Then I have 4 DR4088LN. These are the feedback modules, which 16 channels each, meaning you can connect 16 feedback cables into one module. They're all connected to the command station via Loconet cables. For controlling the turnouts, I use the DR4018 switch decoder. It can control up to 8 turnouts, but it can also be used to control signals. Since I have Kato turnouts, I also need a little device for each turnouts, because the DR4018 uses 3 wires, while the Kato turnouts use only 2. Okay, so this is my board. It's a 240 by 70 centimeters. This is the bottom one is the front. The bottom one is the front, and this is the back. So this is the backdrop. Where the Tokyo skyline will go, separating what you see and what you don't see, which is here will be the hidden stations. So this line represents the two halves. This line, this horizontal line, is where the TV bench is. So this is where the board will sit on, and this is empty. Underneath here is all empty. These vertical lines are the frames, the structure frames. So let's see. This is the first Shinkansen track. It's the Tokaido Sanyo Shinkansen line. It's divided in 4 blocks. That's the first one. These are divided in 2 blocks. And this is the 4th block. Each block is separated into the 3 feedback zones. So there's the entrance, the brake, and the stop zone, feedback zone. Same up here. Then I've also marked where all the feedbacks wires will be. So you'll have a feedback here. This is the name that will be used in iTrain. There's another one here and another one here, and all those other feedbacks. Then we have the second Shinkansen line. This is the hidden station, and this is the Tokyo station, let's say. So same thing, there are blocks divided in blocks. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks with the feedback zones, which are these. So you'll have all these feedback zones. Then we have the inner loop for the local and limited express trains. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. And again, the feedback zones. And last one, we have the elevated Chuo line up here with the feedbacks. And here it is, overlapping the one below. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So in total, you'll have all these feedbacks, which I'm gonna show you. Here are all the feedbacks wires that we'll have to be connected to the DCC system. We'll also have the turnouts, these 6 turnouts here, which here, for example, the one for the Shinkansen line, 1 and 2, then 3 for the inner loop, and the last one for the Chuo line. There's also the common wires connecting the... I made almost one for each block, which is maybe a bit too much, but you never know. So these are the common wires for the tracks. So these are all the wires that come from the tracks, and they will need to go into the DCC command station, which is the DGK's DR5000. So let's start from the feedbacks. I've decided to group them into 4 groups, so they will have an even number, almost same number of feedbacks for each modules, which are these. These are all the DR4088 feedback modules. So all these will go into this one, all this one, here and here. So you'll have all these cables going here. Then from here, they will need to go into the command station. I will see that later. Then we'll have the... oh, wait, let me turn this off. Then we have the turnouts. The turnouts, let me turn the 4018 decoder, turn out decoders. So all these turnouts will need to be connected to this one. So let's start from the common wire. So all the common tracks will need to be connected together, and also one common wire comes from the turnout module. They will all be connected together and go into the track output of the DR5000. Then we have the signal cable. The signal cable will connect the DR5000 to the 4 feedback modules and to the turnout decoders in this way. Also, the feedback modules will need to be connected together with LocoNet cables in the daisy chain and connected back to the DR5000. So this is pretty much how everything is connected. Then, to control all your locomotives and accessories and to program the train routes, you need some software that can talk to the command station. I choose iTrain, a software developed by a company named Beros, again from the Netherlands. Link down below. You can get a 2-month free trial, so you can test if it's good for you or not. I find it very powerful and quite intuitive to use. Of course, you need to study the manual a bit first, but after a while it all makes sense. If you still have some doubts, you can ask your questions in the forum. Everybody's willing to help, and they solved already quite a few problems I had. And that's more or less a general idea of my DCC system. In the next video, I'll finally show you some trains running. So, see you next time!